What's up, everybody? Castaway Jay here, and I'm here at this stank bank, and today I'm going to show you how to make a slappy curb. Going over this one, it's been some time ago. It's kind of worn off, so it's not really grinding and sliding as good as it used to, so I'm going to just kind of go over it again. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush and kind of brush it off good. I can do this with a broom as well. Get everything off of it. Kind of do it one section at a time. Then get my really old and worn out rub brick. I'm gonna rub brick it again. Already done this a couple of times before, so I don't have to do it as much this time. Just kind of knock off all the rough edges off of it, the wax. Good idea if you're in an area with a lot of people, a lot of foot traffic, to put on a vest, an orange vest when you're doing this, so they just think you're just here working. Okay, now got it rub bricked, so I'm gonna go over it again with my brush. Try to clean it up with the brush again. And like I said, you can use a broom for this, probably a little bit faster than this little brush. But this is all I had with me today. Okay, I'm going back to one part about the rub brick I left out. Was you can get these in about any hardware store, and they're typically about $15. So to clear coat it, I'm going to use, this is Minwax one coat polyurethane, and you can get this at Lowe's and most hardware stores, and it's around 20 bucks for this. Okay, so on the directions it says to stir this, not shake it. So it's the opposite of James Bond's drink. So I'm just going to stir this really good with a stick. Stir, not shake it. And then let's get this. Wipe some of this on the curb so I don't waste it. I'm going to try something a little different this time. Normally use a brush for this. But a friend of mine uses a roller. So I've got here a small roller I'm going to try this time. I'm going to dip it straight down in here because I don't have a pan, and this hopefully will save me some time. I can also put it on thicker, and the faster you get in and out of a place with a lot of traffic like this, the better. So it's not really rolling too good. There it goes. Sling it a little bit. I'll try to get up on the curb, not to run up. So just put this stuff on really thick, fill in all the cracks and gaps. Get it all on the side too for those tail slides and nose slides. Okay, as you can see, I'm about finished here. The roller didn't work as good as I was hoping. It didn't roll as good. Kind of stuck, but put it on there pretty thick. That's the main thing. And I think it saved me a little bit of time than if I were to use a brush. So I'm just getting this worked in where it's just even. Okay, I've got that section pretty well done. And start on the other section. I've got to do it and go around this condensation drain where there's normally a puddle. I'll have to show you how to fix that in another video. We fixed it once and the landowner came along and put it back the way it was. So just repeat the same thing over on this curve. Okay, now I just finished this other section here. Put it on pretty thick. One thing I like about this stuff is it doesn't seem to draw as much attention as like paint, because paint you can see it from further away. This kind of just gives it like a wet look. Yeah, slung a little bit on the side with the roller. I had a little bit more of a difficult time with the roller than the brush, but it seemed to go on pretty thick and it saved me a little bit of time, so I think it was worth it doing that instead. Now I just got to make a sign, put on it, so hopefully no one will skate it till it dries. Alright, got my little sign up here. Hopefully that'll work. We'll be back tomorrow to test her out. Alright, we're back. It's been almost 24 hours and as you can see the curb looks pretty good. It's nice and slick. The condensation leak came down right here and got some of it wet, which washed some of the clear coat off, but for the most part this other section looks really good here, and my sign is still here. It appears that no one has messed with it or skated it. But the problem I'm faced with is it looks like they've been cleaning garbage cans out. So there's a bunch of grease all out here. Looks like mixed with water. And it's all the way across the run up. So there's some grease spots kind of in the middle too. So I guess my best bet is to try to run and jump on the board, have a small run up, but I'm gonna tough it out, try to get a couple of slappies anyway. But first, got my broom over here, sweep it up, and I got a little bit of wax here, so I'm gonna put a little bit of wax on it before I give it a shot. So I'm not gonna bore y'all with sweeping and waxing the curb, because hopefully you already know how to do that. Okay, a couple things I want to go over with real quick before I start skating that I left out is you can do this with almost any curb or ledge. The difference is if it's never been skated and it's really rough, you're gonna have to brick it a lot more. You might have to brick it several times. It could take a little longer to get all the rough edges off before you add your clear coat. And looking at this again, I'm thinking that this grease trap, they possibly cleaned this grease trap out, or it got flooded is how this grease got anywhere. And I'm gonna eventually make another video about how to take care of this. It just takes a little longer, but you basically just get cat litter and you just dump cat litter. I've had to do this out here before. You just dump cat litter all over it, let it sit. I'd probably say maybe a day or so, and then come and sweep all the cat litter up. It's kind of time consuming, but like I said, I had to do it once before and it lasted for a little while. And so now, I guess until then, I'm gonna try to skate this and hopefully avoid my board going in this sludge. had some obstacles on this one. There's some water at the top here from the condensation thing, so I forgot to bring a piece of wood to put over it, and I kind of had to hit it parallel, so it's a little tougher. Couldn't get the long slappies I was hoping for because I couldn't get enough speed, but I need a challenge every now and then. And I want to say shout out to Creekside DIY. But yeah, I'm just glad I was able to get out here and skate it and get the tricks that I got, and it was still fun. That's the main thing.